Heading out for an adventure and looking for ways to keep your food cold and drinks frosty? Use these 5 tips to beat the heat and help the items in your soft or hard cooler stay colder longer. I like to keep my food in the freezer or fridge until it's time to pack the cooler. The colder the food is when it gets packed, the longer it'll stay cold. I also try and pre-cool my cooler before packing it. I stick some ice in it for an hour or 2, and then I swap the ice for some ice packs, so there is less ice melting on my food. When I have a layer of food or drinks, I try and put more perishable things towards the bottom and closer to the ice, packing it all tightly together. You can have as many layers as you want, but you should try to always have a cold layer on the bottom, and on top, fill up as much empty space as possible. And a bonus tip, I like to use frozen water bottles on the top. That way I have a nice supply of ice-cold drinking water as they melt. One of the easiest ways to keep things colder longer is to cut down the number of times the cooler is opened. Try to plan your meals accordingly, so you aren't constantly opening the cooler. Remember to keep in mind that a fully packed cooler can weigh over 100 pounds, so it's best to have some help when it comes time to move it. And here's my final favorite tip. Grab a different cooler and separate your drinks into it. You're going to be opening this cooler a lot more frequently, so this will help with keeping the other cooler cold and allow you to pack more food. And finally, when I get to where I'm going, I always try and find a shady spot to keep both of my coolers during the day. And then I store both of those coolers in my car overnight for safekeeping. By following these 5 tips, you'll ensure that your food stays colder longer on your next adventure. What tips do you have for keeping things in your cooler cool? Drop us a comment below and make sure to like and subscribe for more tips and tricks for your time outside at the campsite and beyond. And stay cool out there.